Welcome back to the show. Very exciting, as now I would like to bring onto the platform, I'd like to bring on our host from the Halton Show, Chris Power. Chris, how you doing?
I'm doing great, Jay. Thanks for having me. How are you today, buddy?
Good. Thanks for coming on today. We really wanted to talk to you about that exciting guest you had on last week. Who was it? Tell our viewers who you had on.
Well, we had the legendary race car driver, winner of 111 checkered flags, and somebody who has 3 generations of racers now, Mario Andretti.
So exciting. Like I mean, well, Mario must be close to 80 or something. So I grew up with Mario Andretti. Like he was, AJ Foyt kind of deal back in the day. Like, oh my goodness. So, and I know Michael Andretti's got such an established career. Now there's a 3rd generation coming along.
Yeah, if I'm not mistaken, he has both his sons, his nephew, and I'm going to say a grandchild getting into the industry as well.
That's a scary industry too, right? So, wow, they got the kahunas, you could say. So tell us a little bit of the highlights of your interview with Mario, and then we can get into other stuff, including your documentaries and your films.
So Mario has some great insight. And, a lot of people are like, hey, you're a winner, you're legendary, your name's going to go on forever. Some of the things that we had the opportunity to talk about was the realism behind the sport. Everyone's played Grand Theft Auto, everyone's watched these race car movies, played these race car video games, and there's a sense of excitement and anxious, of course, when you're playing these games and watching these movies. But from Mario's perspective, he says we're really glorifying certain aspects of the sport, and when he started to now, it's night and day. They did lose a handful and, to an extent, a lot of racers over the time because of the dangers of the sport. However, that's not to lack of trying. The industry has changed. The sport has changed. It's safer now than it's ever been. But that doesn't mean that when you're taking a corner at 500, 400, that a slip in the road or the tire wear and tear or something isn't going to put you into the wall.
Well, I remember, just to add to that, when they introduced the Dale Earnhardt harness, right? If he was wearing his harness, they said he probably wouldn't have died. He was, that's his style. Like that's how he was, right? But they inserted the harness. So I totally get what you're saying and what Mario was saying, because you're right. It's such a dangerous and rewarding sport, like super dangerous. Like, I don't know, maybe the most dangerous sport out there.
Yeah, one wrong turn, one wrong gear shift. I mean, now the neat thing is that his first car was a 1948 Hudson Hornet. But at the time, those were the cars that were winning. So that's what him and his brother Aldo were able to build. In honesty, it was like speaking to a really cool grandpa. You could talk to him for hours. And I'm excited for that interview to come out, because I think a lot of people are going to be just wow with the information that he shared.
Yeah, well, like I said, we watched it back in the studio before our editors got a hold of it and all that, and it was very dynamic. I don't want to give too much away, obviously, right? Let's let the viewers enjoy it themselves. So let's move right along and tell us what's going on in Halton. Tell us about the show, about what type of guests you appear on the show, and then we can get into your docs.
Yeah, so I love doing the Halton Show. There's so many great people in Halton Hills with beautiful stories behind them. Past, we've had Karen Grassley, we had Matt Frazier, we've had Courtney Gilmore, who's on Canada's Got Talent. And we really just want to be able to showcase not just abilities and disabilities, but the world that we're in. So upcoming guests, I don't want to really give anything away. I'm still emailing people, trying to communicate and get them to say yes.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, it's really exciting to discover what's in our backyard and be able to give them a platform and showcase.
Well, I have to say, we're in Toronto, we're in Peel, we're in Hamilton, we're in Halton, we're in pockets in the USA, but the city of Burlington and Halton in general have been so supportive to our platform, our show, always providing information, guests, tips, support. So big shout out to the mayor. And what I want to say on the show is right now we are working intensely with the veterans, right? As we're trying to support our veterans transitioning from the battlefield to the workforce. And right now we're working with Branch 60 Legion Branch 60 in Burlington. And we're going to be announcing some very big exciting announcements where we can support veterans, support the Legions across Halton and Canada. So we're going to keep you up to date, and we'd love for you to be involved with that, Chris, because you are our showcase in Halton through television.
Well, if I can help, Jay, you know I will.
Yeah, so we'll keep you updated on that. So again, we're going to be helping veterans through fundraisers, providing them with opportunities to get them employed, maybe with us or with other platforms. So we'll keep you updated on that. Before I do let you go, Chris, please tell me how the docs are going, how your films are going, what's going on with that world.
Yeah, it's a crazy industry, being in the entertainment world, as you know, Jay. And when you get into these filmmakings and docs and all these other wonderful things, you're always surprised when something is liked and people actually enjoy your content. Recently, one of the scripts that I wrote has won a LA competition for writing. So there you go. A Canadian is breaking into the LA writing scene. But yeah, we won a Hollywood Just for Shorts award for best drama of the category.
Wow, congrats on that. That's awesome. Man. So what is that? What could that mean, maybe, Chris?
It's a great feeling. I mean, I've won a lot of awards for acting and movies and different things like that. But this is the first award I've won for writing. And as Ali and I were chatting, it's weird when you write something, people are like, oh, good for you. When you shoot something, they love it. But really in this industry, it's a little bit of a different take. If you can write something and win versus hitting record and winning, it's two different feelings. So,
well, Chris, I really want to thank you for coming on our inaugural show today, our debut show, today's show, our generic show. Really exciting. And if people do want to find out more information about your films, about being a guest on your show, about just interacting with you, Chris, where could they go? Facebook, just tell us where before we let you go.
Yeah, if you jump onto Instagram, it's Chris_is_power. And that'll get you right to me. You can direct message me there if you like. For anything show related, I would encourage you guys to reach out to Jay in the Disability Channel, and they can put you in contact with me to get you on the show and tell your story and have some fun.
That's great, Chris. I really appreciate taking the time to come on and show today. All the best. Do keep us updated, and I'm sure we'll be seeing you out in the Halton region very soon.
Sounds great, Jay. Thank you.
That's great, Chris. Okay, so what we're going to do, we're going to take a quick break. I want to come back and share a couple stories. Actually, you know what? No, we'll save that. So we're going to take a quick break. We're going to come back with facilitator Ali Turkosh. She's going to tell us all about the wonderful programs we offer. Stay tuned. You're watching the Today Show. I'm Jay Stoyan. We'll be right back.